Most companies today don't struggle with a lack of reports. They struggle because decisions are often made before the right data arrives. In today's conversation, we speak with Hemant Mundhada, founder and CFO partner at the Total CFO. Hemant brings more than 3 decades of experience across business leadership and advisory roles. Over the years, Hemant has seen how poor data, weak alignment, and unclear decision-making quietly slowed down businesses, even after heavy investments in modernization initiatives. If you're leading finance, operations, transformation, or growth inside your organization, Hemant's insight on finance discipline, AI, decision-making, and ERP implementation will change how you think about the role of finance in business. Hope you enjoy this conversation.
So, hi, Hemant. Nice meeting you. Congratulations on being selected as one of the top CFOs to follow in UAE. Congratulations on that. And welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nischal, for this opportunity, and thanks to your organization and your team for making this happen. I look forward to this meaningful conversation with you.
So, Hemant, for our audience, could you just walk us through your journey, where you started from and how you've kind of arrived where you are today? This will just help give it context.
Yeah, by qualification, I'm a chartered accountant and more than 30 years of experience. So that's where my journey began as far as professional world is concerned. And I have gone through many employments to the extent that for last 8 years, I'm into my own practice. And that transition has really defined me, that what I could not do, what I wished to do while I was in employment. That's the crux where I decided let me come into the practice and do what I could not do because of various factors. Being an improving has to follow the instruction. There's a decorum and there are policies. But coming on this side of it, I took it as an opportunity. That's why I came into the. So that is my professional journey in short, if I can say, to be relevant.
So, of course, you've at every stage of your journey, you have experienced some transition. So, at what point did you realize that finance was more than just a reporting function? More of it had an impact on how the business performs and grows. At what point did that shift happen for you?
With the evolution of the economy, from the industrial economy to the knowledge economy, that has brought forward that finance can not support function. It has to be the core leadership role in an organization. And it has to drive what decision has an implication. And not only the finance department is responsible for the finance of a company, everyone, whether sales, production, procurement, marketing, everyone is relevant. So thought made me that it's a core leadership role than a support function.
Okay, and from your experience, what are the biggest day-to-day challenges that leaders face, at your position or at people who are at the CFO level? What are the day-to-day challenges that you feel that, if they get a timely insights, they can really act upon it?
The biggest challenge is the data. The data is fragmented, it is not organized. Data authenticity is not there. So reporting which is happening, the insight from the data is not happening. And even if the reporting is happening, it is not happening on time. So what I've observed that owners and CEOs and managing directors, they make their own thumb rules about how their business is performing, their own parameters, and they are content with that. And once the delayed report arrives, they become the auditor of the report. Okay, yeah, so this is my profit. I thought so, this is my growth, whether the data given by my team is correct. So data is rather not serving any purpose. This is the biggest challenge I'm seeing, and I'm trying to teach, imbibe, grow, and make it aware the role as a CFO, also as a fractional CFO.
What about modernization? Today we all talk about modernization. Our company is primarily into modernization and automation. So where do you think the journey should start? Especially if the goal is progress, without there are teams involved, right, and culture is involved, and you could disrupt a business. So how do you think the CFO should handle modernization within a company?
See, modernization, if you take the literal meaning as English, you have to discard the old and adapt the new. But we missed out the ability and the relevance of which is required, whether it was existing before, which we have discarded, or whether the new tool giving us the new dimensions and diameters. The main purpose of deciding modernize is it. We need data to be clean, we need report to be, and we need technology to support the team. These three criteria should be there to modernize anything. Simply implementing an ERP, simply using a tool and say that we are modernized is of no use. Rather, it is putting strain on the team and it is causing disruption and disintegration than cohesiveness and motivation.
Okay, so could you share an approach and what truly is a holistic approach for modernization? I mean, like across people, processes, and technology that you have firsthand had an experience of. I mean, that'd be interesting to know.
Like, in which I practice also is I go into what the company does, what the model is, and this it should have, and if the processes are complicated or if they look like, can I make it simple? And what is the ultimate goal of the business or the owners then about it? Considering all this, then I decide and system on the tools which the company can use. So a SAP or Oracle may not be required for that organization setup is, but for others, a complicated software may be required, for example. Processes may be complicated, delegation of authority may be too cumbersome. So if those are simplified, that's what it is all about. It has to be of use to the management and to the owner of the business.
There are a lot of times we have also previous interviews that I've also done, and a lot of people have spoken about culture, right? So the impact of culture, which we talk about transformation, but there is a culture has to kind of support as well. And so, what's your take on that? What role does leadership play in this process?
Culture has always been, will always remain the undercurrent of whatever we do in a business or in a society or as a human being. And culture plays a big role because everything is run by human beings. Culture binds us, culture defines us, culture sets the boundaries, and motivated, one can be managed, one can be oriented if the culture of a company is say one day and you will be heard. Do what you want to do, even if you fail, you will be supported. Like, you come at your own time, you go at your own time, but get the work done. Look at you, what time came and what time you went out. Your performance is not going to be measured by number of hours you spent in a company. Whether it's me as a sir or by my first name, plus. These cultures define the company is successful or not. Nothing else will define. Technology, tools, system, process are all successful and integrated if the culture is right.
I mean, in the modern world that we live in, the tools that we are heavily dependent on a lot of automation tools and the tools in general. So, I mean, with so many tools available in the market, how does one what's your approach of selecting? I understand in a way you've answered the question by saying that if it's already working, you don't really need to make it too complicated. But how do you think one should go about as a CFO, as a leader, in selecting the right tool?
Because as a finance person, everything boils down to ROI. Like, what is my payback period? What is my decision, whether consciously or subconsciously? But ROI criteria should not be. ROI criteria should be faster decisions and quicker decisions. If that is happening, any investment which you make, whether in technology, tools, people, processes, is cost saving should not be the criteria to decide that whether saving it or not. What's the point of saving when it is not effective? What's the point of saving when it is not efficient? The point of saving when nobody is. So tools and technologies should be decided which has to be used, not on any other criteria. For example, right now, expense management softwares are available. So I can scan my bill and upload it on the app. The report which comes out, nobody sees it. The point of having that expenses management software. The data which is entered in an ERP is entered in a way which is not structured. Reports are not defined. Chart of accounts are not properly aligned to give out the ultimate report. Then what's the point of that technology? Because when the report will come out, invariably, department mull it again on the Excel sheet and then give it to the management by the date.
With today, invoicing coming in, the compliance coming in UAE, how do you think it changes the landscape? How do you think it changes the way CFO should look at compliance? I mean, what changes within an organization or enterprise, and how do you better prepare for this kind of a change?
Rather, it's as far as UAE is concerned. When the first time the law came, that is the VAT law came 8 years back, it has bring the finance and accounting function in the forefront. Then the corporate tax law came, which made the accounting standards and the correct forefront. The regulation was there that made when the business is actually generating value in the place where it is. And now we saying the data. The authorities want structured data, proper data, and that in between, so that you don't end up in doing year-end adjustments. So the authorities are very clear. So as a finance role player, I'm very happy that transaction is defined, process is defined, stage, then everything will run smoothly. I don't have to wait for the year-end adjustments here and there and then present it. It's like ticking a box when I do such kind of work. So e-invoicing is a blessing in disguise. So rather than it and very like so much relying on that it would come earlier than, so that to all my clients I'm saying that even if the implementation time given to you is of July 2027, but you should implement it in January 2020. Why you want to delay it? Rather use it and make your system work. In the next 2, 3 to 5 years, let's say, how do you think the CFO's role is going to evolve? And then what are the kind of mindset and skill sets they need to learn, and what are the things that they need to unlearn? The biggest thing for CFO is forget about reporting the numbers. Think about the insight which you can share. That's the biggest thing a CFO has to learn. And CFO has already been evolved and evolving. It's not that it is not evolving. Fast-paced. CFO is no longer confined as a back office function, like a finance as a back office function, as a support function. And the right-hand man of the CEO has to be kind of thing. As okay, he is being favored as a finance function. That's the role which is required. And more so, when CFO takes the central role, I call it in my acronym execution. That is governance, strategy and tax. All is what the CFO role should be. That's how I see the CFO's role, GST's execution.
What about AI? What about how is AI changing things? For you personally, for you as overall, as you see the business growing, how is that? I mean, I don't know what's your take on it, but I would love to understand what's your take on that.
So AI is here to stay.
Yeah.
AI is here to stay, as if I was controlling internet.com came, as if I was controlling the software rise, as if I was controlling the many things. So AI is be here and it is going to evolve. I haven't seen the whole gamut of it, and I think world still has to. But be taken as your second brain. It should be used the way you would like to use. It should not be as if like it is going to do the work for you. That's how AI is. And instead of doing the own or your team, AI should be able to do it. And how is it going to happen in the processes? When your data is clean, then AI. Otherwise, AI is of no use to anyone. If the data is not clean, are not defined. Use it will only write emails. It will only give you advices which may not be of, and you will be happy. Email with an AI, or draft a minutes of the meeting with an AI, or prepare a nice presentation with AI, or with AI. Fine, these are good. Your house may like it, your kids may like it, but as far as process simplified, data clean, which will make AI work for you, and why not?
Just a couple of last questions. First is you've worked in multiple countries, so now what is different, and how does GCC differ in terms of how you operate? How does the country differ here?
Well, GCC is very interesting because as the rulers and the way the political system works is family driven. The ownership structure of the business is also there. It is like control. So ownership structure unique here. And the rules and regulations are fast evolving. They get fast. They get implemented very fast. And those are very simple. So if you see the corporate tax law, the VAT law and other laws of UAE, very simple. In business, they don't want to penalize business, want to make the business grow. And if you look at the penalties and fines, they are very heavy. But if you look at consideration and reconciliation and the absolvement of that, they are also very limited. So if you will be treated as if you have committed something wrong, but if I will recoup and rectify it, you will be released. So law is helping the business, and that's how the GCC psychology, whether UAE, Saudi, you take it, it's phenomenal to do like business here with all the constraints supporting that.
Thanks. We're going to take a very different turn now. We just want to understand, as you to just close the interview, what are your personal best practices, I would say, or how do you stay sharp and stay aligned and ensure that you are on top of your game? What do you do? What are your best practices?
Like what I have done, personally I like the, if you see my house, my people is organized. So when I looked at it, this is what gives me energy. Then when I looked at the way, I said, what can I bring it from that nature of mine to business? So I work through checklist. Whatever I do, I work through checklist, nothing else. I don't try to think while I'm into the work. Before starting the work, I prepare a checklist. Keep it on my right hand side. If I do it, I put a tick mark. That's my best practice. So I always know that I'm making a progress. I strike it off with different colors so that I know I have done it. And even if I move into a different work and come back to the original work, track of that. This has given me tremendous results and ability into my professional advice to my clients. They don't ask me that, Hemant, when will you give it? Because Hemant will take time to give it. So it gives me enough opportunity. So checklist has been my best practice. Other best practices, if I have given my word, I communicate again that I am not able to make it and I will take this much time. So I am free of the guilt. I am able to focus on it. And then everyone thinks that Hemant is always on time. But I use this as a best practice to be on time.
Lovely. So Hemant, before we conclude, we're going to do very quick rapid fire questions. Just a few, if you don't mind. Yeah. All right. So you need to quickly answer that. So with as few words as possible. So one word your team uses to describe you.
Rational.
Most overused word in board meetings.
We will meet again to discuss this.
One finance task you secretly dislike.
Feasibility
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
feasibility reports.
Okay. So the next question was one report you wish nobody asked for. I'm guessing that's the same answer for it. All right. The phrase you have used most as a CFO.
Sorry, say it again.
The phrase you have used most as a CFO.
Okay, functional analysis.
Okay. Speed or perfection? A tricky one, I
Speed.
think. Speed. Okay. Email or WhatsApp?
Email, definitely.
Okay. Late nights or early mornings?
Early mornings.
Okay. All right. Just now. So we're going to do a finish the sentence bit. Yeah. So a good CFO is someone who dash. So you complete the sentence for us.
Who loves the numbers and make insight out of it.
Okay. Finance transformation fails when?
When team is not aligned to for which the business is being set up.
Okay. The one thing I always double check is
When you like uploaded the data has to be correct.
okay. The hardest part of my role is
Say it again, I missed out.
the hardest part of my role is
Managing a small team.
if I weren't a CFO, I'd probably be.
Say it again.
If I weren't a CFO, I would probably be. You'd be what?
Be the marketing head.
Okay. Well, every finance team should stop doing dash. What's that?
I think the voice is breaking, so can you say it again?
Okay. Every finance team should stop doing dash.
Should not recording the data on time.
Okay. Meaning they should stop. Okay, not recording. All right, got it. So, and a few more. Finally, one myth about CFOs you would like to break.
That CFO is only. CFO is really a leadership role.
Okay. Advice you would give to a first-time CFO in one line, if possible.
Learn the tricks of the trade the hard way. Spoil your hand. To be a good CFO.
And finally, the most underrated skill in finance leadership.
Last, say it again.
The most underrated skill in finance leadership.
Oh, like they only understand numbers. They don't understand the customers.
Wow, that's great. On that note, Hemant, thank you so much for your time. And once again, congratulations. And we would love to connect with you soon. Yes?
For this opportunity, I love the rapid fires. It brought me alive, and the conversation was going. And I hope both enjoyed, and the viewers and listeners will also enjoy it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Hemant. Thank you.